Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to make a simple calculator app for Android using Kotlin. So let's get started. When we create a new project, it looks like this. By default, Android Studio creates a simple Hello World screen for us. For now, I will close the main activity.kotlin file and let's just focus to the activity main.xml file. By default, it was having a simple text here saying hello world. I have removed that. As you can see, the root container or the view group is constraint layout. For the sake of this video and the calculator layout, I would prefer to use relative layout. So let's change this one to relative layout. Now inside this one, let's create one more container and that will be linear layout. Set width to match parent and height to 400 dp. Let's set the width to 350 dp and set the background to black. Now I want this container to be aligned center inside the screen because the parent container of this linear layout is relative layout, so I can use properties like center in parent. I will set it true and you can see the inner container has aligned in the center. Now inside this black container we need to create more containers. The first one will be holding our text view for our text calculations and the results of calculator. The other rows or containers will be holding the buttons. So let's create the first container for the text view. I will use relative layout for that. Set width to match parent. Height I will prefer to use 50 dp. Set background to white color. Now as you can see, the container is created, but it needs to have some margin from top and left and right sides. So let me define padding to the parent of this container. Let's say I set padding to 10 dp. Now you can see the inner container, the text view container is having margin from all sides and looking pretty good. Let's create containers for the buttons now. I will use linear layout for that. Containers will be having buttons arranged horizontally, and whenever our views are aligned horizontally or vertically, it's best to use linear layout for that. Let's create the linear layout having width match parent and height 50 dp for now. As you can see, it's giving an error, and the error is where we need to set orientation of this linear layout. By default it is horizontal, but I want it vertical. Okay, now the error is gone. For this container, let's set white color for this container as well. Give it margin from top 10 dp. Okay, now the second container is also ready. Let's copy this and create 3 more containers to hold our buttons. Okay, our containers are ready, but the layout, the structure is not looking nice. I want all these containers to have flexible height to cover up the whole black box. For that, I have to remove the fixed height and set the layout weight properties and give them percentage. Each container will have 25% height of the black box. So let's remove the height. I need to set height to 0 dp to set the layout property, layout weight property. Set layout weight to 25%, and for that I need to write 0.25. Let's copy this and paste in the other containers. I need to set their height to 0 dp as well. Okay, now you can see all the containers are having equal height and they have nicely filled up the main container, which is black. All of them are having 0 height and 25% layout weight. So this is how we set the dynamic height of our views. Wait, I need to create one more container. The first one will hold text and the others will be holding buttons. Okay, our containers are ready. Now the skeleton of our calculator screen is ready. Let's start making text view and the buttons in our calculator now. Let's go to the first container, which is relative layout. We need to define text view inside here. Write text view. Set width to wrap content and height also wrap content. As we can set default text to 0. Increase the font size, text size to, let's say, 32 sp, and let's align it vertically center, because the parent is relative layout, so I can use the property center vertical for it. And if I set true, you can see it is aligned in the center. Let's give it some margin from the left. For that, write margin left, let's say 20 dp, and also margin start 20 dp. Margin left is for the old versions of Android and margin start for the latest versions of Android, but both gives left margin. So that's it for the text. Let's define our buttons now in the second container. Right button, set width to 0 dp, the height to match parent. Now I set the width to 0 dp because I want this button to have dynamic width using layout weight property. The weight should be 25% because I want 4 buttons in the container. Okay, let's set the background for this button to be gray. Okay, for now it's taking the whole width. Let me copy this button and create 3 more buttons. Okay, this one is the first, this is first, second, third and fourth. Now because they are not having space in between them, so they're looking like one button. Let's introduce space between them. Give margin right of 10 dp. For margin right, we also need to specify margin end to be 10 dp. You can see it's having a space. Now let's copy these margin lines and paste to the other buttons. The last one does not need, and you can see our buttons are pretty much ready. Now we can remove the background, white background from the container. and our buttons are looking pretty good. Let's replicate this process to the other containers. Let me copy all the buttons and paste in the next containers. Remove background for each container. They are having white background. Okay, now you can see buttons are pretty much ready. Now we need to set labels on each button. Let's start with the last one. It needs to have text 0. For now it's not looking good. We will customize it later. And the last one should be cross, which stands for multiplication. Now we need to customize the labels. We will set the color to white and increase the font size, text size to 20 sp. And now you can see it's looking pretty good. Let me zoom in. Let's copy these two lines and paste in for all the buttons. Now let's change the color of these symbols, the operators. I want to set the color orange. It's looking good. Let's copy it and set to the others as well. Let's make the color of the equal sign a bit different. Let's change to pink color. And that's it. You can see our layout is ready for the calculator. Now we need to run the app on emulator and see how it's looking on the actual device. So let's press the play button, and that's it. You can see it's looking pretty good on the emulator, the actual device. For now the buttons are not working because we have not made them functional. The functionality part we will do in the next video. So stay tuned. If you enjoyed this video, please press the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel Coding Tutor. Thanks for watching.